Hey, Joe. It's nice to talk to you again, my friend. It's been a long time. For the folks who are going to listen to our conversation and maybe don't yet know who you are, let's start there. Who are you and what do you do?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Oh, my name is Joe Curie. I do authority marketing. I help people uh, get really online reputation super fast and super cool. And basically, it's like Amazon reviews. Basically, we do online Amazon reviews for personal brands. So I always tell to people to explain fast. It's like, imagine that you have a product that have 50,000 reviews and there are 5 stars, and you have another product that have 2 stars and 3 reviews. Like, which one would you buy? So everybody will get the 50,000 reviews, right? So that's what I built online for people. Online reputation fast as heck, so people buy from you faster.
So just name a client. Maybe you don't have to give their name if you don't want to, but let's give an example of a client that you work with and just try and be as brief as you can, just so the audience can kind of wrap their mind around what it is that you do.
Well, something super weird and cool. Like, for example, I have a client that he owns a car dealership in New York. And basically, we position him as the number one car dealership in New York on social media, LinkedIn and Instagram. He has now 300,000 followers. And the cool thing now is not only that he's selling more cars, it's like apps and people that sell to car dealerships are coming to him for him to be the face of their brands. So when he started working with me 2 years ago, he was making $250,000 a year, and now he's making $4 million a year in 2 years. So that's like a fucking or pardon my French, uh, like 17x his income or 16x his income in 2 years by leveraging the power of social media in the right way and basically reaching out to people that have thousands of your clients as customers. Basically, hey, let's partner up. I have this thing and you have this superpower. Let's join powers and let's do some money together. And it's working really cool. So I'm super happy for that.
All right. So here's what we're going to talk about today. You had a fairly significant, at least as I understand it, transformation in your business as a result of starting to use Flowster software. So yeah, I'd like to help the audience to understand all the ways that improving your processes has made your life better, easier, less stress, more vacations, more profits, etc. So let's first start. Let's go back like before Flowster. So you have this service business where you have to do stuff for your clients.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of the same stuff over and over and over for client after client after client. And it's not you doing all the work. You've got a team underneath. So talk to me about like how many people are on the team, first of all?
Right now we have 18 people.
18. Okay. So before you discovered Flowster, how did you manage all of the moving parts of your business so that the ball didn't get dropped? And what was?
Oh no, the ball was getting dropped. That was the problem. Like I was going nuts. Like for me, like I I used to have a restaurant, and in a restaurant is different, way different to when you have an online marketing agency. Like I started at one point, I had like 52 employees. I didn't have Flowster, so I had like it was like crazy. Like I had to figure out like to train these people every day. Sometimes like I was like my job it was to become a video, a live video for them to teaching them like, hey, you have to do this, and this. Um, a lot of mistakes. I even was working. I think that you were a client at some point, and it was like fucking nuts because that's when I started using Flowster when you became a client because you teach me, you show me the thing, and I was like, holy moly! Like if I do this on an app, I won't have to be on top of these 50 people. Like they already have the training, they already have the guidance step by step. So right now, at that point when I was working with you, I hired a full-time person just to get my trainings and chop it up and put it on Flowser and like put the descriptions.
We'll get to that in a minute. But back then, if I remember correctly, well, I know for sure because I was a client, you were using, I think, Monday.com, right? Which is project management software.
Yeah.
It wasn't really designed for managing processes. It's probably very good for managing projects, but in your business, a process is just, a known sequence of events or steps that you need to do for this client and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So because you were kind of bastardizing project management software, it sounds like it didn't work very well.
Dude, clients were firing me, and that's the bottom line. Like, even I was trying to do my best, but I was up like at 11 and 12 p.m. trying to figure out shit. Oh, hey, this little issue with this client, and it were like little details. I was extremely stressed out. Like I couldn't handle it. Like I had two options. Is either I figure this thing out super fast or I'll close this thing because I need to be a person also and have a life. Yeah. And yeah, so definitely like clients, like I could get in a month 5 clients and I will lose 5 clients. I lost you because of that, because my processes weren't on a point that I could serve a lot of people.
Yeah. And you're right. That's why you lost me.
Yeah, it's okay. Like I was doing my best with what I knew.
Yeah. Okay. So to summarize, you were working ridiculous hours. You felt like the burden of training everybody was constantly on you. You were constantly making more training videos. You were using Monday. Things were falling through the cracks. You had way too much churn in your client roster, and you weren't taking any vacations. And so it just kind of sucked, basically.
Yeah, I was a slave to my business, yes.
Okay.